January 30. Okay, so I hope that you're already gearing up for the project pitch proposal because that will be considered as your midterm exam. And apart from that, you will have to evaluate also the participation, anonymously the participation of your group mates. So if your group mates would assess you as non-participative or non-participating in the activities relating to your project, so that will reflect badly on your exam grade. Okay, so that will be your midterm exam, which is the project pitch. So I don't have any more to schedule you for the written exam because your midterm exam will be the project pitch. So will you be ready on January 30 for the face-to-face project pitch? Yes, Kashano.
Attorney, ang akong question lang ba is, sa Davao del Norte lang ba ang pwede na doon na LGU or pwede outside, like sa De Oro?
If you're willing to go to Davao de Oro, in fact, it's not just LGU. You can work with other institutions or non-government organization. You can partner with non-government organization or civil society organization or people's organizations. For example, organize na ang Association of Fisher Folks or Association of Bantay Gubat, So what can you contribute to their association that is aligned to our subject? So wag yung attorney, kailangan man nila attorney o kanang panagat. So mag-donate mo pampanagat kay Fisher Folks sila. So that's not aligned to our course, because our course is the study of gender sensitivity and the laws on the rights of women and children. And the emphasis is service, so not dole out. Okay? So pwede kung, even if you're willing to go to Governor Generoso, basta siguro kung ano ka ng, of course we should also take into consideration the safety. And you have to inform me because I will be supervising the conduct of your SLP. I will be in charge of you. So dapat, although you're all adults naman, you don't need any parents' consent. Pero dapat, mag-coordinate yun, dili pwede na mag-launch ka lang o mag-launch lang mo dito o service learning project without my supervision because in the first place, that's part of your exam, diba? How you deliver or implement your service learning project. So how will you apply what you are learning from this subject with your community engagement? So kung willing ka mo ato sa Nabunturan. So what is your target barangay, Kashano?
Sa kuan, attorney, sa Maragusan, nagstoryahan namin sa LGU this week, okay naman sila. Ang ilang inapabot lang is formal letter lang na muadto ta dito.
So what do you so that mag-project pitch na gyud ta next week, para i-align na to na unsa ninyong plano dito sa Maragusan, kung mag-conduct ba mo dito basic legal education. So dapat focus lang on one law para dili ka nang maglisod mo kay first year pa ba yan mag-discuss na mo mga evidence. O ayun, ng evidence wala pa taabotan na di na lang ta sa course syllabus, So that's why, as I've said, even if we have not yet reached those topics, you are obligated to read and learn on your own because how can you deliver your SLP if you do not read ahead? So for example, kung Safe Spaces Act yung i-discuss, so mag-study ka na ahead of Safe Spaces Act, bisan wala pa na ito nag-i-discuss sa klase. And there are a lot of sources of information, no, to read about Safe Spaces Act or Violence Against Women and Children. So in fact, overview lang ato mag-discuss tani sa klase. So that's why I gave you the course syllabus ahead. So the discussion here sa class are just foundational discussion to equip you with your SLP, kasi this SLP will be considered as your major exams. And optional lang or discretionary lang tong bar type exam if you do not perform well with the conduct of your SLP, or if I feel the need, no, to supplement it with an exam kay basig nag more on ano lang ta performative SLP, no, dili gyud siya kanang learning SLP, no. So nakita na to na shallow lang kayo yung kita-kita dito, no, dili gyud nga application sa inyong hibalaan. So I might feel the need to conduct a written exam at the end of the semester. Yun. Or even if okay yung performance but not satisfied, dapat I really feel the need na mag-exam ko, no. I will invoke my academic freedom, no, what to teach and how to teach. Okay? So as of now, ang atong exam wala tay scheduled midterm exam kay diri man ta sa SLP, no. Sige, Engelbert.
Attorney, regards sa ako ba, naman ko sa Cagayan de Oro. So, if mo ato ko sa mga LGUs, attorney, kailangan pa ko letter of intent coming with your supervision or
how can you ikaw ra isa mag-SLP din ha. So i-video niyo mo self. So I think yung mga past classes, ask niyo sila Judith how they come up with the SLP. I think may mga naman distant learners na classmates sila. So you are to be given other assignments, no, by your group mates. So if you cannot be physically be present dito ka na mag-conduct ng SLP, na may laing ways to participate, diba? Like ikaw ang magkuan ba, hatag ba ka og resources sa ilaha or document, ikaw ba mag-edit sa inyong mga i-submit, no, if there are deliverables, no, or you participate in brainstorming. No, you can do that. But if you really want to do your own SLP, I give it to you. So, ikaw, kung willing ka, no, to do it by yourself, because ikaw lang naman isa sa Cagayan de Oro.
Mo-join lang ko sa ila, attorney, kung whoever's gonna adapt me.
Tapos I think ang gibuhat nila katong mga nagwala, so maghatag sila resources like contribute ko sa pamasahe or I will shoulder this, and then mag-join ka sa mga sa meeting, sa brainstorming or sa writing sa paper, katong mga submission ninyo like the proposal, no, the lang naman, di ba, yung briefer or proposal, it's just 3 to 5 pages max. Kay kanang mabasa lang namo quickly ba, nana dito tanan, no, what is it all about, the budget, sa mga i-cover ninyo, kinsa inyong itap, no? So what do you intend to present? Anyway, sige lang, I will provide a template on the proposal to make it easy for you. Basta naa dito ang budget, importante, no? In fact, dapat the budget should not be a considerable amount, no, mga necessary expenses lang, no, like fare, no, or personal allowance, no, kay syempre kung mag-travel mo dito na mo'y kaunon, no, ana lang. But during the conduct of the activity, I discourage na everything shall be shouldered by you, no. There should be a counterpart from the community. What you're going to provide are only the service, no. So for example, if it will include learning materials, so pwede siguro nga like kamo mag-provide sa soft copy, or kung print na daan katong kaya lang sa budget ba, kay mga leaflets lang ba, no, so mag-produce lang mga pila lang copies, and if they want more copies, You just have to provide them with a soft copy para ma-reproduce siya. So, I think na-discuss na nato exhaustively last time. Okay, so any other questions? Yes, Mark.
Attorney, good evening. Ang sa briefer attorney ba, kailangan man na full-blown ang briefer like na research type na pangitaan ng research.
Na research question, dili briefer lang yun siya na what is your project all about, the service that you're going to render, what is the focus of your project implementation, and then briefly lang, what is your goal, no? Why did you choose the community? So mga ano lang gud siya, short lang na mga answers, no? Ang proposal, dili gid siya nga research proposal, no? Kay kung mag-research proposal ta mo man nag one semester ba yan sa ano no? Sa college no? So I'm a communication researcher myself. So one semester yun ang kuan lang drafting of the research proposal. Ang ato lang is briefer gid siya, dili siya research proposal mo na pa mga framework nimo dito, dili na kailangan na. Ang need lang yun is unsay focus nimo nga law ang gusto nimo i-cascade, no? Because we want to engage the community to be to for example to advance, no, gender sensitivity, tapos the rights of women and children, no? So dili kailangan the entire course, no, ang imong makascade sa ilaha or your goal will be to uphold everything that you learn from this class, but even a fraction, no, of the topics that we're discussing or we will be discussing. So briefer lang, 3 pages lang gani akong ipangayo, no, 3 to 5 pages max. So kana lang, basta na dito ang mga essential points, no, that we need to raise. Okay. Any other question? Okay, so wala nang question. May I request everyone to turn on your cameras?
Attorney, I'm gonna take the screenshot for the attendance.
Okay.
Sige po.
Thank
1,
you.
2, 3, smile. Then sa second page also. Okay na po.
Okay, so just keep your cameras on. So tonight, no, I think we still have to discuss the feminist legal theories. So let me share with you my screen.
Rada diha abade, karong adlaw.
So we will explore, no, on the origin of gender sensitivity framework and discuss the philosophies of law that underpin the concept of gender equality. So we'll start by discussing the fundamental concepts on relating to the legal feminist theories. No, these which accordingly, no, these legal feminist theories form the foundation of gender sensitivity and gender equality framework. Okay, and so the importance, no, why is it important to learn, no, the theories that shape the understanding of gender equality? Why do you think? Now, why do we need to learn about the philosophy on the foundation on gender equality? What do you think? John,
Attorney, good evening.
yes, you want to answer?
May I try, Attorney?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, also the feminism framework came to existence for us. Our society would be somehow make a paradigm shift pertaining to the in tandem with the evolution of technology, because somehow the social cohesion and development, there's a theory nga that it also affect directly or indirectly the social development, and one of its social development is the conception of the framework of feminism, which is quiet the views from the previous generation. It is something have to, the framework is something have to bridge the gap of those views when it comes to feminism in the current paradigm, in the current situation. No? There is a shifting of paradigm, and that framework would somehow bridge that gap at the same time. Well,
Okay, I think he got disconnected. Hello? Nag-freeze.
understanding of how the society nowadays works, for being soon to be lawyer at the same time, public servant in the future. Yun po, Attorney, thank you.
Okay, so thank you for that, Engelbert. So actually, no, so it's very important to learn
Salinas
about...
po, Attorney.
Sino yung nag-answer?
Salinas.
Please change your name. What's your surname? Sarenas?
Salinas po, Attorney.
Salinas. Okay, Mr. Salinas. Okay, so it's important note that you mentioned that as future legal professionals, so it is important to understand the spirit of the law, diba? So I think that would also translate to that. And I think, no, when we study law in law school, we tend to forget that the laws are created or are promulgated to serve social justice. So we tend to forget what is the importance or how is the law important to society, because our focus is just to know what the law is, but why we have such laws, diba? So parang because we detach ourselves to the reality, or we detach ourselves that these laws affect men and women, no? They do not just set order in the society, but they actually affect primarily the rights, the basic rights of individuals, no? So parang I think ang pinaka, when I remember when I was in law school, yung first statutory construction na rule is dura lex sed lex, diba? The law may be hard, but it is the law, no? So because yun yung first default learning that we have, that we can't do anything about the situation because that's the law, no? But then we tend to forget, no, that the laws affect the rights, the liberty, no, the liberty, the life, property of individuals. Okay? So I want to somehow parang introduce another way or another approach, no, to understand the law by looking at the foundation of our laws affecting gender rights. Anyway, no, since gender rights or the laws that promote gender rights are social justice laws or social legislations, so it's really important for us to understand, no, the foundation. Okay, and the foundation of gender equality laws, no, can be traced to legal feminist theories. So that is why, no, we would some individuals who are not familiar with gender sensitivity would say that we are advocating for, since we are advocating for gender equality, therefore every human person should be treated equal, no, should be given the same provisions. So if that's our concept, no, so they would say that's our concept, no, for equality, it should be absolute equality. So why are women more favored in the eyes of the law, no? So that we will trace that back to the legal feminist theory. So in the evolution of gender issues, no, or issues related to gender in the broader sense, including sexuality and LGBTQIA+ rights, it originated in the feminist jurisprudence. So feminist jurisprudence is a branch of jurisprudence that examines the relationship between women and the law, including the history of legal and social biases against women, the elimination of those biases in modern law, and the enhancement of women's legal rights and recognition of society. This is how Black Laws Dictionary has defined feminist jurisprudence. Wala pa. So, look it up, no? Black Laws Dictionary's definition of feminist jurisprudence. So, it is a branch of jurisprudence that examines the relationship between women and law, including the history of legal and social biases against women, the elimination of those biases in modern law, and the enhancement of women's legal rights and recognition in society. So the phrase feminist jurisprudence was first published, or its first published use occurred in Anne Scales' article Toward a Feminist Jurisprudence, which was in 1978. So imagine, no, 47 years ago, no? It's not that diba, old, diba? 47 years ago lang man siya, no? So in fact, no, it's the later generation X, so kami, no? At when we were born, it was only, no, parang sabay lang din, no, the emergence of feminist jurisprudence. Okay? So imagine growing up, no, during the times na evolving pa lang ang feminist jurisprudence, or very young pa lang, no, during the time na you are a girl, no, and feminist jurisprudence has not yet fully evolved. Okay? So the feminist legal theories are anchored on gender equality and non-discrimination. So meaning, not absolute equality. Diba? So when you say gender equality, no, gender equality does not mean absolute equality between the man and the woman, no? So porket equality atong ina-espouse, so dapat the same provision, no, should be given to both man and woman. So dapat kuan ngano kailangan man og special treatment ning mga babae, no? Nga ingon man kahatang equality, gender equality, because gender equality does not mean absolute equality, but rather it is looking at certain situations and leveling the playing field in order to achieve equality, or in other words, equity, no? And this is this can be traced, no, to feminist legal theories. Okay? So the following legal perspectives, no, from Bartlett, I think that's one of the readings that I assigned to you in your course syllabus, no? Bartlett, 1994. She enumerated at least 5 feminist legal theories, no? But they are not in practical application. They are not mutually exclusive, meaning you can discern, no, that this particular law is just anchored on formal equality or substantive equality or non-subordination theory or different voice theory or postmodern feminism, no? So because, no, these legal feminist theories are not mutually exclusive. So first is we have the formal equality, no? The formal equality feminist theory is the familiar principle that individuals who are alike should be treated alike according to their actual characteristics rather than stereotypical assumptions. So it emphasizes that the similarities between men and women and the desirability of same treatment solutions to legal problems, a commitment to equal treatment, a belief in the importance of autonomy, and the desirability that both women and men shall be free, not to make their own choices, unconstrained by artificial barriers and prohibitions. Okay? So an example of this, no, in the US is the Supreme Court's removal of the sex-based classification and practices attributable to this legal perspective. So I think the famous application of formal equality theory is the case of Ruth Bader, no, yung the case, no, the famous case argued, no, before the Supreme Court, before si Justice Ginsburg or RBG, no, became justice of the US Federal Court, no. So diba, she argued na dapat there should be no distinction, no, between woman in the army, no, and the man in the army, no. There should be, because for example, the woman is in the army but then the husband is not, no. Should the husband be entitled to certain yung benefits that can only be allowed to the female in the army? So I think that was done, on the basis of sex, no. That's the movie, no, that is based on the life of RBG. So and if you check, no, YouTube University, so I think may clip doon on the oral arguments, no, delivered by RBG, which is anchored on formal equality, no. Natanggalin yung distinction because there is no distinction at all, no, kung lalaki or babae ba na sa army, no. So dapat ang spouse nila is entitled to, I think yung parang pension ba yun or tax exemption or something, no. I cannot just recall, no? But the bottom line there is that no distinction as to sex. Okay? So next is the substantive equality, which is actually the basis of most of our laws, no, in the Philippines that favor women, no? Because this points out that equal treatment leads to outcomes that are unequal because of differences between men and women. It advocates substantive equality demand that rules take account of these differences in order to eliminate the disadvantages they bring to women. Okay? So it focuses on biological differences between women and men, no? So to counteract the disadvantages women experience as a result of their unique capacity to bear children and to breastfeed, many feminist theories advocate special accommodation to women to eliminate these disadvantages. So in the Philippines, we have the unsa man? What kind of law do we have that is based on substantive equality? Mark.
I have no idea. So,
Ha?
I have no idea po.
You have no idea? You're single? You're not married?
Single attorney.
So, do you have any idea? Kasi may married na dire. Probably you already enjoyed this substantive equality. Single na sila tanan, kay pangutan-on man. Wala na yung muangkon diri nga married. Blanche. Blanche, are you present?
Attorney, present po siya, hindi lang nag-off cam lang siya, attorney, kay she's not feeling well.
Okay, but she can still participate naman. How about,
Dito naman po siya.
yes, but this is class, no? So you are expected to participate. Okay, so that is the rule, no, in law school. Okay. Rolly. Yes. Rolly, are you here?
Yes, attorney.
Oh, so what is an example of kuan? Substantive equality, no? Based on the definition that I gave a while ago.
Attorney.
So who listen? Kinsa man naminaw, why naminaw? Yes, Jade.
Sa follow-up, attorney, substantive laws in our country, yes, we have the BAUC. We also have the Magna Carta for Women, attorney.
Wait lang, I cannot see you. Asa man ka? Ayan. Okay, Jade. Yes, no? So we have the Violence Against Women and Children's Act and the Magna Carta of Women. Why? Because these laws favor women, di ba? So give special treatment to women and acknowledge the differences between men and women. No? So like sa violence against women, so women gid siya directed, di ba? Protection of women, no? Protection siya of women and children, no? So that's why dili pwedeng kuan, di ba? Kanang ang tawag nito, ang complainant ani lalaki, di ba? Except lang kung child ang complainant, no, sa violence against women and children, no? Or kung ang involved po na victim is child, no? So like in the case of Natson, no, Natson case, ang papa sa bata ang nag-file og kaso against sa mama sa bata kay physically abused niya ang ilang common child, no, for violence against women and children. So I think it's a highly controversial case, no, because it's the first time that the complainant was a man, no, but because the victim was a child, no, so pasok sila dito sa violence against child, no. But if all the parties are adults, so dili pwede nga ang lalaki mag-file siya kaso kay gina-psychologically abuse siya or gina-physically abuse ba siya sa iyang asawa. Even if it were true, no? I think it's possible, no? Because in foreign jurisdiction, intimate partner violence could also happen to men, no? So, if you married a person who has narcissistic personality disorder, so pwede kanyang ikulong, i-manipulate, no, not to isolate you from your friends, no, di na ka pwede uli sa imong pamilya, no, because of a personality disorder, and in turn, no, you will become codependent with the perpetrator. So that's possible, but the research done, no, by legal scholars is that, especially in the third world country like the Philippines, it's an isolated or very few cases, no, where men are subjected to physical or psychological violence by their partner, no. Kay issue pa diha, what if kuan, di ba, same-sex union, same-sex partnership, no, puro sila lalaki, yung isa ginaano dai siya, kulata siya or kuan, so dili siya pwede mag-file og violence against women and children. Kay dili man siya babae, no? But lesbian relationship pwede, kay against women man, no? Against her who is a woman. Okay? So mo na siya nga, that's a perfect example of where the law, no, specifically favors women. Okay? And the Magna Carta of Women, no, it's the entire recognition, no, it's actually the local translation of the CEDAW, no, that International Bill of Rights of Women. Okay. Another also is the Expanded Maternity Act, di ba? Nabaday Expanded Paternity Act, no? So, example na siya na in order to level the playing field, no, so that women can go back to work, no, despite, no, go back to work and then given also the extra time, no, to be the mother of the child, to take care of the child. So na-expand na ang iyahang maternity, no? So that's another example. Yes, Arceli.
Good evening, attorney. Can I ask po na mabilong din ba sa substantive equality yung domestic workers at yung mga kasambahay po?
Domestic workers are not necessarily women, diba? They could be men, no? So, I think dun sila mag-fall sa formal equality, no? Na regardless, lalaki sila na kasambahay or babae sila na kasambahay, basta kasambahay sila, protected sila under the law. So, no distinction, no? So, ano ba yung mga formal equality laws natin? Where there is no, yung actually elimination of, so in a way, no, elimination of night work, prohibition of night work night work for women, diba? So that's formal equality, you know, it's a recognition that women are allowed to work at night, no? Kasi before, merong law sa labor code na dili pwede mag-work ang babae paggabi. So prohibited siya, no? But then it removes opportunities to women, di ba? So imagine kung ang imuhang work need ka magtrabaho gabi, nya qualified ka ayo ka, no? Qualified ka, sa ba ni ang kaso lang ang work lang yun is gabi, no? But then because you're a female, no? So you are not anymore qualified. So that's why, no, an example of formal equality, yung first example ng application ng legal feminist theory is the removal of the prohibition of night work of women. Okay? So next feminist legal theory is the non-subordination theory or dominance theory. No? So what does the non-subordination theory or dominance theory espouse? So it actually is defined as it shifts the focus of attention from gender-based differences to the imbalance of power between women and men. So it makes the relevant inquiry not whether women are like or unlike men, but whether a rule or practice furthers the subordination of women. So medyo activist approach ni non-subordination theory, no, that women are not subordinates of men, no? So, muna siya, no, or dominance theory, okay? So, it emphasizes on women's accounts of their own experiences, both as a challenge to conventional understandings of objectivity and as a source of empirical truth, no? It maintains that men should not serve as the reference point, the basic norm to which women are compared, no? Women ascertain their own objective truths, conscious racing, no? So medyo siya, no, you define your own, parang siya, activist or artist, theory na you define your own story, you tell your own truth, no? So but then yun nga, the criticism that we have here is parang parang do you remember, I think may movie nito, no, yung what's the distinction between yung mga activists daw in the 70s and activists na Gen Zs, no? No, like yung, I think si Denzel Washington yun, no, na nag-meet sila, mga activists, no? Activist sila sa mga, sa ato pa, martial law activists sila, niya. ang karon mga present activists no, ang mga Gen Zs or millennials. Tapos nag-offer og seat si Denzel Washington, no, have a seat, miss, no, because I'm a gentleman. So nasuko tong Gen Z nga activist na babae, no, nga why would you offer us seats? So we can manage to find our own seats, or we do not need any saving, no? So mga ganyan ba? So that's I think no, the how you encapsulate no, or how you translate no, the non-subordination theory, no, that you let women define no, their own consciousness raising or their own objective truths. Okay? And then we have the different voice theory or connection theory, no? So this views women's differences as potentially valuable resources that might serve as a better model of social organization and law than existing male characteristics and values, no? So as I've said, no, as I just read the definition, so it views women's differences as potentially valuable resources that might serve as a better model of social organization and law than existing male characteristics and values. No? So it recognizes that men and women are different as compared to formal equality theory, di ba? Ang formal equality theory, walay distinction, no? Ang lalaki o babae, no? So this is a further evolved, no, theory than the second one, no, which is the substantive equality theory. Because in different voice theory, parang it embraces the differences of men and women, no? So it embraces their differences. So women are said to have a greater sense of interconnectedness than men and to value relationships more than individual rights. So parang at some point, this also faces criticism because it embraces parang stereotypes, no, na ay kasi mother ka, or woman ka, mother ka, so you are nurturing, no, you are more connected with emotion, no? More like, in a way, it perpetuates the stereotype, no? That's the criticism in different voice theory or connection theory. Okay? It actually daw, according to legal feminist critics, especially those espousing the substantive equality theory, no, nga imo ang maninoong gi-tolerate or imo ang maninoong gi-solidify no ang stereotypes na dili ganit taliha no nga ang babae kay dapat nurturing, ang babae is na ay maternal instinct, imo han nung gi-celebrate na no, murag inana ang the different voice theory, no, celebrating the differences of men and women. Now the last feminist legal theory is the postmodern feminism. Okay? The postmodern feminism or the critical legal studies movement argues that law is indeterminate, no, or evolving, no. It is non-objective, so it is hierarchical, self-legitimizing, overly individualistic, and morally impoverished. So the legal standards of consent, intent, reasonableness have been constructed in gendered way such that there are institutional and ideological forces that constrain and construct women's choices. So it recognizes and defines the often invisible constraints which make autonomy a legal fiction, no? So parang if you translate this, no, in activist terms, no, so the law is just the weapon, no, of the prevailing of those in power, no, or of the prevailing regime, no. So that's how you translate, no, the belief on postmodern feminism, that everything about how gender rights are defined, no, example yung consent, yung intent, reasonableness, no, of the legal standards, these are actually a product of the narrative that the prevailing regime would want us to believe, no? Or would want us to advance. Okay, so that's why, no, postmodern feminism always advances, no, na dapat what should be the law, no? Because or the law should not be static, no? It should constantly evolve, so that no, it will lead further to the liberation of one of the or the the oppressed gender, no? So yun yung parang belief ng postmodern feminism. Okay? So I think that concludes the discussion on the legal feminist theory. Okay? So now let's proceed with before that, so let me emphasize that these 5 legal feminist theories are not mutually exclusive, no? As I've said, you cannot just say na itong batas na to is founded on postmodernism feminist theory. Ito naman is lang siya, substantive equality. Okay, so for your group activity, I want you to choose a law and then dissect which provision of these laws you can attribute to any of the or as many as there are applicable legal feminist theory. Okay, so you list down certain provisions of law that is in your course syllabus, and then identify what what is the parang the foundation of the entry of these legal provisions in that law. So you can either choose BAUSI, Safe Spaces Act, Magna Carta of Women, what else? Yung rights of children, for example, laws protecting children, and then point out specific provisions of the law, or even in general, the intent and the purpose of the law, how any or two or more feminist legal theories can be attributed to or inspired or influence the enactment of these provisions. Okay, so I will group you into, di ba you have an existing group? So I think mag-group na lang din mo sa inyo ang group, no? So I will create how many groups do you have? Ilang groups ba kayo?
I think we have 6 groups, attorney.
6 groups.
Consist of 5 members for 5 groups, and then there is one group that has 6 members.
Okay, so I think you can now join your group. Nag-assign na ba kayo sino ang group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6?
Wala pa siya, attorney, pero we have our distinct group now. I think we can open a breakout room na lang here, so para maka-meet yung groups virtually.
Nakita niyo ba yung breakout rooms that I created?
Not yet, attorney. Hindi pa ata siya open.
Ayan, open. So, I will let you enter your respective room na lang.
Okay, how would I wait lang, attorney? I will assign na lang po anong groups yung for room 1, that would be the group of Hannah Carillo. Room 2 would be for the group of Razonable. Then room 3 would be the group of Montes. Room 4,
Room 2 is
for Razonable group. Room 3 would be for Montes group. Room 4 would be for Doyos group. Room 5 would be for Coma.
Kabalo sa question, pre ba?
Manunod lang tayo sa pika siguro. Nga, ang babae ba?
Tanaw tayo na, Mary. Sa kuan, question.
Dilat inamen. Yung wala man si pare retardo pre. Di ka soji pare pre.
Sa ngayon mo sa lolo, di direct ko. Problema ka, patay na. The fuck you mean? Manunod tayo sa mga babae ba?
Ayun, pre. Gusto
Hindi
nga
ako
daw.
pre, wala.
Si pare okay pre, sato pre.
Sir Roy,
Pag-unom
Sir Roy.
siya.
Ha?
Si Roy.
Ayun doon siya.
Oh, pre. Ano pre ah? Nagstoryahan na namin sa LGU Maragusan pre. Nag-okay na sila. Ang ilang gusto lang is formal letter na lang o pila ka participants o unsa ang topic sa atong subject.
Buhat na tag-letter. Buhat na tag-letter sa ChatGPT, pre. Pero na.
Oh, dali na gano'n.
Chat GPT no?
Chat GPT. Ay, hey pre. I-add pa rin si Sir Uy ba para na finance to bill.
Ha? Ano mo pa? Finance pa siya?
Pre?
Pa-finance pa siya?
Kaya wala man siya grupo ko pre niya. Niya na si attorney ganyan ba na pagitaan sa grupo.
Ato na lang siyang i-ikuan pre. Siya tawag na.
Absorb pre.
Oh. Kamu bahala, pre.
Ang absorb ko ba pre?
I-chat na pre, share.
Ano to?
Ano? Wag.
Chat mo si...
Yung,
naray.
Mas na siya Raisa.
bahala siya. Yawan.
Hindi man niya. So, ano niya? Alangan ba niya?
Wala na may gaping.
You may point out certain provision on the law.
Nakapas. Okay. You may point out.
Gunda ba yung bilin?
Uy, naman tayo activity dito, no?
Ito.
Wala pre, wala.
Ay.
Oh, dara.
Na, uy.
Diyan.
Wala pre.
Ara.
Welcome home.
Master Engelbert.
Pre.
Master siya and Master Engelbert.
Pare doyo kay cowards pre. Tama na mi da.
Tulong tayo pa rin yung pre.
Mag-digest na, mag-digest.
Sure.
Digest sa naman loob. Inagis sa naman loob.
Siray, na tayo activity ka ron, Siray?
Nanay si Boost day? Oh, nanay si Boost day yo.
Boss, uy.
Nakamute.
Oh, mag-recite taon niya. Lagi.
Oy,
Nandito ako.
Activity sa unsa nga kuan pre. Dire sa
Sa Oblicon. Oblicon.
Uy. Pero, boss,
Ah.
ayaw na problema na, boss. Ang sa GSL, ako na yung bahala na. Relax na kayo.
Hubog yung duha ko yaw.
Bahala. Ayaw mo.
Kaya, ate, yahay, magkikinabuhi, oh.
Pero, dili, pre. Pero, ito, pre.
Duha na law.
Nagstorya na may sa mayor o sa LGU, pre. Sa Maragusan.
Hmm.
Okay na. Ang ilang ipangayo is formal letter lang o kinsay mga to o unsay topic para ang LGU na mangitag tao ba para mo participate sa tuwa.
Pabusad eh. Pabusad eh.
Ah, okay. Uy, namin, na activity ka ron, ha? Sing, kuan mo.
Ismail, ano na activity karon sa gender?
Oh, karon. Mangita ta og provisions law, unsa ang mga legal feminist theory.
Manilot ka sa sa
Boss Chris, si Miss Lina, Boss Chris.
Magna-Carta for Women or katong
Also, pre, ang
pili ka dito and then i-dissect ni mga provisions, then find provisions na mag-support sa legal feminism theory.
ikaw na tanan.
Dire mo mag-lisod dahil kay mga kanman mo. Anyway, bye.
Please gusto? Ikaw na pre. Dictate na pre.
I-dissect.
Ikaw. Pre doy. Iyo, namin niya aron.
Batay yun eh. Kamu biya unang reset, pre.
Isel sa GC pre. Wala man.
Uloy ko.
Sa naman pre.
Ay, wala may yata sa GC.
Ayun sa
Nakuha ninyo instructions?
Pavilions.
Iyan, kuan.
Nato,
Di ba
pre?
nagpasag man siya. Di ba nagpasag sila po si attorney, no?
No.
Nagkuan ta dito sa unsay mga balao dito nga i-relate nato sa legal feminist theory nga gihatag niya katong 5 ka buok. So magkuha ta og mga provisions dito nga balaod na makarelate sa legal feminist theory.
ChatGPT na to eh. Kuya, una eh. Oh, wala eh.
Doyo na lang kay data. Kuan,
Pre, wa jud ko pre.
premium.
Premium.
Oh, sige, kuan sa ko pre nya ako ray prompt.
Instruction, unsa ba?
Ako nga nang
Unsa ba? I-report, ako'y bala. Ako report pa eh.
ako ang ikuan. Ako'y prompt pero kamoy kuan. Amoy prompt, ako ray send.
Sige, mangita sa ta sa kuan. Try daw pre, mangita na sa kuan pre, magnakarta for women pre. Na ma-relate siya nato sa
Sa mana.
Ano ba isa no?
Pwede duha man siguro, pwede ra gud duha. Oh,
Ah,
prepare 1 to
binuang.
2 slide deck.
So,
Pare Role, ikaw report pre.
Lag, ba yung kuhan pa kasi mga slide ah. Masa ba ako mag-kuhan? Mag-report?
Ikaw report. Oh.
Sige, si pare Role, pwede mo.
Lakas ng loob.
Dre. Di pre, ang mag-send siya, mag-send og kuhan pre.
Gidaw, I mean,
Di pre, retardo na.
hindi ra gud niyo agud eh.
Pre, retardo na magbuhat og slide.
710 na ba ako? 710 ta magbalik.
La dali ra pud eh.
Ano to, safe space, magnakarta o bawsi? Magnakarta o bawsi.
Dili pre. Isa lang.
isa lang.
Gani, either gani dito. Either gani dito, tulo. Bawsi lang ta, bawsi. Ah, pwede, sige, bawsi. Asa pa mo?
Kira to na to ang bawsi kay samtang mga single pa ta.
Yawan.
Sige na pre, prompt na dira pre. Pre Doyo.
Ah,
Sa
sa
pause pre.
unsa man to?
Ate pare, pare.
Sige na, i-type daw pre kaya ako ray send. Ako ray copy.
Sige, okay. Bawsi na lang pre, bawsi.
Bawsi, mura.
Relate na sa kuhan.
Mura na akong
Legal
ikuan.
feminist.
Bawsi. Relate. Bawsi
Kanya mamili din ka kung saan
with
perfection.
legal feminism.
Ah, ana.
Feminist theory.
Legal feminist theory.
Theories.
Theories. Theory na lang siguro.
Boss. Unsa man na yun pre?
Taod-taod pa. Ay, naman day yun. Asa man na i-copy paste na ko, screenshot. Ako may kibutang.
Ika-face lang pre.
Napipisa daw pre.
Okay, sige.
I-send lang dito sa kuhan. Group chat. Para makuha ni pare retardo. Kaya mo kasi pare retardo din yun.
Nag-laptop siya, pre. Buat og slides. Kaya ni.
Magbuhat ng slides ron. Kanang mga kuhan pre, kanang hubo-hubo mga background.
Hindi ka nang
Kaya
bayad.
ang intro na music kay katong pang YouPorn ba?
Oo.
Lah,
Pornhub, katong mandram sa Pornhub ba?
Oh, ana ba? Katong intro bitaw, tanaw din yung
Imal mo
mag.
pa nan.
words ma-send by.
Bagsak mo. Gawo.
Ma-send.
Feminism niya ho. Iala ko.
Kuan ro day siya, bay.
Ibang kulata. Mga bayad, ibang kulata. ang
Ah,
background.
binuang. 1,000 characters na day, bay. Wait. Kuya, basan eh.
Slides pre. Sa may magan gamit to.
Ano na?
Pag mo kag slides bo.
Basta. Ang yatag na ito is 10 minutes naman.
17 na daw tataman. 650 pero.
Duha raman ka page.
Dora ka page.
Isul ko pa nang ko dito.
Mali ang title.
Dayon, maghimo lang mo kuan pre Role ka nang murag script dira sa imo. Basa ko na gud nimo anong
Yeah.
Mo na ibasa na, pre.
Ay pre. Nakita yung pre. Ang send pare do yung.
Hindi ako makita.
nasa chat
Loh,
dire.
Kago sa everyone pag yun.
Wala si
Ay, tama rin.
Wala si Pedro Tarto rin.
Ha? Ah, wala day siya.
Wala si Pedro Tarto. Kay wala siya kasud mo.
Ay, unsaon mo ni?
Pislita tong kuan.
Sa GC na lang pre.
Ah, dito na lang sa
Di
GC.
wala sa iya pre. Yawa kayo. Wala sa pre. Break na pre. Wala. GC.
Ah, sumay mo kuha na.
Ito na lang sa JD1 na kwan.
Doon na lang sa tong GC bro eh.
Sa J1 magilit sa ba? Hindi na lang ako mo. Ayun.
Ana?
Ah.
Ana? Oh. Ah, nakita ng chat wala.
Wait lang pre.
Na, save pa ang chat.
Box pre.
Ah, daw biyon sa mani. Ay,
Kana
basta.
buhat para hindi makaya buhat sa ay from prana sa kon. Wala style free. Wala di pre.
Microsoft Word.
Oh, di. Ay. Ano ko ba mga ano ni? Our internet is shit. Si Pre Ismail libot slide pre. Pero naka-conscious siya perspective niya ba?
Pwede rin naman from sa ChatGPT. Pahimuan ng ChatGPT o slide.
Ganun ba? Ay, ganun ba pre? Ganun ba? Ganun ba ba? Ganun ba? Kaya ang script pre, okay na.
Ano?
Anti-bout.
Pre, pre Noise.
Ah,
Kanidong gisend ni Chris, i-relate daw ni sa legal on asa siya mga bilong
ano yun sa mani kanitanan?
o kana nga provision.
Okay, relate sa kuan Japon feminist.
Pagapon. Oh.
Declaration of policy naman na pre.
Naman isa ba si pre no?
Ah, bawa sila.
Relate with
Ikaw
legal feminist. Okay.
Oh.
Dili mo loading pre. Tanaw pre. Ano pre? Pre, dili mo loading ako ang internet pre. Oh,
Ha?
Okay. Ano na mo? Oh, yawa. Dili mo loading. Moy. Ang gisa ni pre do yo, mo. Na oh, one. Tayo yawa ni.
Dili.
Ay, questions. Dili siya mo load sa ko pre kaya ang internet tingnan ya. Pre, simo na pre. Bale, ang sa mo pre.
Karoli guro.
Ang kanang kasi ni pre niyo. Nasa kasi na po nasa court. Taro buka buka. Hindi ay awa. May contract.
Sakto jud pre, dominance. Kanina lang oh.
Asa man ni?
Dominance man siya mabilong si kuan.
Section 3, paragraph A.
Asa man itong ikuan ano pre report. Number 3. Oh, kumana to legal basis pre. Yo, buhatin na lang yung slide pre. Ya words wag it wonder jud.
Ay,
Pare rin yawa. Pre, dili mo open sa mga pre?
ang chat, di mo open ang chat.
Pre?
Dili ma-open ang chat.
Dili siya mo ang
Dili ka pram ang kuan.
ang design ninyo pre, dili mo open sa kuwang mismo kay umok na.
Pre, volunteer kaysa yung buhat og slide.
Kung i-contract yun, sorry, pag-download yung amawa ni, yung Canva ba? Ako gi-prompt na kuan.
Canva?
Oo, kaning presentation ba?
Kana sa web lang.
Pag PowerPoint na lang siguro, pre.
Iya, ba't ko?
Canva yung gamiton.
Hindi na, PowerPoint na dito.
Ah,
PowerPoint siya.
PowerPoint ra kay taka mo ang Canva pa, pre.
Asa man, kani? Asa man to?
Sumay ko ano ni ba.
Birth 3 daw pre.
Number 3? Kani? The personal is political?
Personal.
Dominance niya ang dati. Dominance niya.
Ah, number 2?
Birth 2 na?
Dominance, radical feminism, violence as a tool of control. Muna eh.
Oh, number 3 na pre, present ni attorney. Non-subordination theory or dominance theory.
Dominance coercive na pre no.
Ah,
Ah, kani, dara kani. Dominance.
Coercive control.
Kana
Kani lang, number 3 lang.
lang siguro.
Number 3 lang.
ah,
Dominance or coercive control theory. Dominance, feminism. What is that one?
Sa atong legal basis, kay katong section 3.
Ako na.
Sizes that violence is often a tool of
Ito?
control that maintains gender hierarchy. Policy doesn't only mention violence, threats to safety and security. Pasimplify gyud pre kay ang kasabutan eh.
sa section 3,
Di ba ang kaning wordings niya simplify guro. Kasabutan.
Pwede.
Explain na pre no. Anong
Simplify.
Pre, what the script, pre?
Oh. Unsa ba? Ano
Basta ka ng number 3. Gamay raman ning slide.
Script pero explanation is pre anong dominant.
Oh, explain lang.
You know.
Tara pre. Morning simplified.
Una ko basa ning kwan pre kani in section 3.
Oh. Legal feminist theory.
Okay ba? Legal feminism theory, section 3 reflects legal feminism ana.
dili ligna sa pre nga unsay imong gipili nga balaod. Sabi ko ka so we choose Bausi, especially section blah blah blah. It state mo section. This relates to legal feminist theory, especially sa non-subordination theory or dominance theory because so like ang ano conclusion na yun mana
Ano mo?
Ibali, pili na to ang Bausi, tapos to be specific, section 3.
Mo ni atong legal basis niya, gidisect na to, mo ni ang kanang kuan. Ang iyang explanation na.
nganong gi-relate na to sa kuan lang pre gamita ha dominance theory lang ayo lang ikaw lang kuan kay basta makabalo si chat GPT yun yung ba kay coercive wala ra man siya nag-discuss sa coercive
So i-erase lang na pre.
ikuan na lang
Sige.
dominance theory.
Ang
Dominance theory lang.
unsay mong sulat pre ang kaning simplified?
Oh, kung naka-latest yung mga gimong gikuan.
Isa ra ka
Why we
book
choose
ato ah.
dominance to we choose dominance or coercive control feminist framework.
Ayun na, pili ko, coercive pre.
Pick one, dominance lang.
Dominance theory lang, oh.
Choose the dominance framework because it best explains the actual social reality. Indeed, new version.
Four slides na.
4 slides. Ingon na siya 1 to 2 slides na.
Mga slides, right?
Amo to ako.
Ako naman eh, kay ko na akong title, one title. Ako na gini siya, 2 to 3 slides na.
Yapil ni mo kuan pre. Ang kanang third paragraph.
Malumatang
Third
yung
paragraph.
animal mo.
Kanang
Ending these matches.
oh.
1, 2, 3. These matches, oh.
Pil na siya. Namang goy word nga coercive control.
Ang tama din. Salamat pre.
Iriso na lang siguro ng coercive control lang siguro. Nya. Diretso na ng the
Diretso
abuser.
na the abuser control through.
Abuser.
Oh.
Ikaw na pa, i-share na pa para kita.
Hero break.
RPD day na ano. Ooh.
Kita.
Hindi makita.
One break.
La lagi.
Please move this window away. Wait.
La lagi pre.
Kita.
Wala.
Ano
Na.
Kita.
Oh, black lagi.
Look break.
Black lagi.
Ano, kita. This thing.
Kulo.
Black niya.
Talaga.
Itom.
Talaga. Kita na.
La pala. Oh, kana.
Kana.
Ana.
Kana.
Ano na?
Oh. The abuser controls through intimidation, constant fear, monitoring, isolation.
So, mura na siya, no? Nanay script si Parerole.
Yun.
Naksra.
Tingin na kayo para... parang feminism yun. So,
Putanging heart o flower ang kilid.
Punta na ito kung nga flower.
Okay na friend. Ako na.
Lumamilang ito yan, no?
Kanang bulbul.
Okay, mag-powerpoints para eh.
Kuyaw.
Reklamo lang sa
women violently abuse women abuse.
Nag-disappoint na.
Women empowerment.
Tama.
Laban po, disappoint.
Background. Words.
Kita ko, pre.
Okay, ka mo edit pre ba?
Paasa eh.
Hmm?
Praktisado siguro na imong mga kumagko pre ba?
Madala, ano ba, bro? Madala, pre ba?
Kubala na kayo pre.
Higig. Anak.
Sana.
9-6-2.
Wala na, plus 10 na ni.
Wala na.
Okay, Paits. Asa namang report di kita una?
Hakan na.
Bira.
17 no?
Mga family feud ba? Team Doyo.
Tay.
Mag-share? Paits na
Project
tayo.
pitch. Ang project pitch pa tas Bernes, exam pa sa uan. Ah,
29.
Sa drug test, makuha na lang po, ma'am.
Nagkarte na kita, tama na
Tapos na po ang first phase.
Okay.
pero Lili, napag-send sa imo.
Sige.
Sa messenger ako, inana lang ang ano mo conclusion.
50 seconds.
Adjourn na ta, adjourn na.
Seconds to play. Yan, tara. Diyan na pre.
Then Cyrus. Wala pa ikuha.
Pre, wala pa ta nakamute pre.
Okay, are you all here? Present? Okay, so who wants to volunteer to present your your discussion, the synthesis of your discussion?
Team Doyo, attorney.
Okay, Team Doyo, go.
Okay, so this is our group in Doyo. So our group chose the violence against women and their children under RA 9262, which specifically Section 3 on the RA. So because this provision defines violence in a way that reflects a modern feminist understanding of harm, power, and inequality within intimate relationship. So Section 3 is crucial because it does not treat violence as limited to physical injury. Instead, it defines violence against women and their children as any act or series or of acts that results in or are likely to result in physical, sexual, or psychological harm or suffering or economic abuse. So including the threats of such acts, harassment, coercion, or deprivation of liberty. So by doing so, the law recognizes that abuse often operates through control and intimidation, not just through physical force. So this definition directly rejects the traditional view that what happens inside the home is a private family matter. So Section 3 brings intimate partner abuse squarely within the sphere of state concern by framing it as a violation of rights and human dignity. So the provision acknowledges that women and children experience violence differently because of gendered power imbalances and dependency with relationship. So Section 3 also reflects coercive control and dominance feminist theory by including threats to safety and security, psychological abuse, and economic abuse. The law recognizes that domination can exist even in the absence of physical injury. So a woman may already be living under violence when she is constantly monitored, isolated, threatened, or financially controlled. The harm lies in the loss of autonomy and security, not merely in visible wounds. For these reasons, Section 3 serves as the foundation of RA 9262. It explains why the law provides preventive remedies such as protection orders and early state intervention. So our group chose this provision because it clearly demonstrates how Philippine law adopts an anti-subordination rights-based approach requiring the state to actively protect women and children from coercive violence rooted in equal power relations. So, ito lang ito.
Okay, so nice explanation no, on dominance theory. But as I mentioned, the 5 legal feminist theories are not mutually exclusive. So, I think it was Jade no, who mentioned that an example of the influence of substantive equality theory is also violence against women and children, no, because it highlights no, that women should be given facilities, should be treated differently no, than men. No? Kaya may protection sila, di ba? Because they are the more vulnerable sector as compared to men. No? Kaya merong bawsi. So pwede rin no, from that perspective, dominance theory is also an influence or an influence of the enactment of violence against women and children. Okay, very good, Team Doyo. So we can still accommodate another group volunteer. Anyone? Wala na mag-volunteer.
I think group 2 attorney.
O sige, sino man ang team leader at name group leader?
Razonable attorney.
Okay, team Razonable. Before you proceed, group 2, so please submit your output via Google Classroom. No, I will post a link, and then the designated group member no, who will submit your output, just include in your submission the names of your group mates. So I will just expect 5 outputs, no, so to be submitted by your group leader or the designated person who will submit it. Okay, proceed. Group 2.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. So as what Attorney Razo has mentioned before, our laws have an interplay between several legal theories, feminist legal theories, and then as a group, we chose the Safe Spaces Act, otherwise known as Republic Act number 11313. Okay, so for the formal equality feminism, which says that the law treats women and men as equals before the law, and it also is a removal of overt discrimination. So the key provisions we have found in the Safe Spaces Act would be the Section 3, which is the Declaration of Policy, and also in gender neutral coverage. So in number 1, Declaration of Policy, it says that it ensures the fundamental equality before the law of women and men. And then in the gender neutral coverage, it applies to any person regardless of sex, gender identity, or orientation. So it covers Section 5, Section 18, and Section 25 to 26, which for Section 5, it covers the streets and public spaces, and in Section 18, the workplace, and in Section 25 to 26, it covers the school or the safe spaces within those places. So for the formal equality feminism, the reason for why it reflects formal equality, the law does not limit protection to women only. So everyone has equal standing as a potential victim and a potential offender. And as well, it aligns with liberal feminism's focus on equal legal treatment. So that's it for our formal equality feminism. And then for the second one, we have substantive equality feminism, where equality requires special measures because people experience inequality differently in reality. So the key provisions in Safe Spaces Act, we have found Section 17, which is the qualified gender-based sexual harassment. It provides higher penalties when the victim is number 1, a minor, a PWD, a senior citizen, or a breastfeeding mother. And then also number 2, mandatory support services. So we have counseling, referral systems, and ASH desks, which is found in sections 9, 11, and 25. And then third, gender sensitivity training. So GSTs, otherwise known as GST. It is required for police, LGUs, employers, and schools. So this is for the substantive equality feminism. So why does this reflect substantive equality? So it recognizes the power imbalance and vulnerability, and then it treats people unequally when necessary to achieve real equality, and then it goes beyond same rules for all. So it focuses on actual impact. So going back in social justice, I believe I remember a saying that for those who have less in life, they should have more in law, or something along those lines. So that's where the substantive equality feminism is applied. And then next, the non-subordination or dominance theory. So this law must dismantle structures that keep women and marginalized genders subordinate. So for the key provisions, we have found the definition of harassment as a harm to dignity, safety, and power, found in Section 5 for the streets, and then Section 18 for the workplace. And then second, employer, school head, and state liability, which are found in Section 19 and Section 28. Then for Section 19 for the employers, and then Section 28 for school heads. And then lastly, number 3, for harassment framed as structural, not personal misunderstanding. So the reason why this reflects the dominance theory is that sexual harassment is treated as a tool of control, not flirtation. And then the law targets the authority figures, institutions, systemic tolerance of abuse, and then it echoes Catherine McKinnon's view of harassment as enforcing gender hierarchy. So that's it for our group, attorney, for our discussion and for our findings based on the Safe Spaces Act. Thank you, attorney.
Okay, that's very good, no? You discuss three feminist legal theory. So, I think we can accommodate one last group. Very good, Team Razonable. So, any volunteer, the last volunteer? You have 4 minutes to present. Group 3. I will volunteer group 3.
Yes po, attorney. Am I heard po?
Yes, go ahead.
I think Rachel can share her screen po. Or anyone along from my group mates, please.
Please go ahead, no? Because we're running out of time.
Attorney, it seems like I can't share my screen. Am I allowed?
Yes, no? The other groups were able to share their screen. Multiple participants can share simultaneously.
Frenny, try daw ikaw. Dili dyan ako siya mag-click ba?
I think we can no longer accommodate you, no? It's already 7:26. So I will now end our class. So please submit your output via Google Classroom. And then next week na ba yun? Next week, no, will be our project pitch. Next week? No, not yet pa. Week after next. Or next week na, yes. Because today is January 23. So on January 30, so I will see you face to face. No? Yes, Jade?
Attorney, confirm ko lang if kaming mga outside Davao del Norte po is required din ba po mag face-to-face next week?
Where do you reside?
Davao Oriental po, attorney, sa Mati po. Mati City po.
Pwede ka namang pumunta dito.
Sige po, attorney.
If of course, no, it's preferable, no, that you can come in person
Okay
to
po, attorney.
join your group.
Okay po, sige
But
po.
if you cannot really, so wala tayong magawa dyan.
Yung kailangan, attorney, pag if exams and mga ganyan activity, attorney, if kailangan
Yes.
talaga. Yeah,
Oh,
okay lang naman talaga.
yes. Thank you, Jade. No, because it's considered an exam, no, next week. So, please do, no? So, yung pwede talaga magpunta, no? Mag-travel ng konti. So, please, come to STM. Sige. Any other concerns before we end our class? So, I will try to invite your favorite professor, no, everyone's favorite professor kinsaman, si Attorney Dennis Bohol. So, kung maka-attend si Attorney Dennis next week, kung hindi siya busy. Yes, Mr. Kumahe.
Good evening, attorney. Mag-asa ba, attorney? Pwede ko bang ang recipient namin, attorney, sa school ko?
Yes,
Students
pwede
po.
naman. But, yun nga, you have to coordinate with the school principal. And then, ito yung concern, i-bring up to ni Attorney Dennis Bohol, ang GAD budget. So, dapat may counterpart yung school. Diba? For example, if you're going to conduct basic legal education, what is the counterpart of the school? So, of course, venue, no? And limit your audience sa, wag naman yung the entire school, no? So, ano lang, it's more of the quality, not the quantity. No? What will happen kung 500 yung, for example, mag-basic legal education kayo on 6 spaces up, 500 ka estudyante. So, walang quality yan, no? So, choose lang a smaller group. I think you can ask yung batch nila, Judith, and sino yung mga inductivo, no? So, you can ask insights from them how they implemented their SLP. And I'm really sure that you will enjoy this, no? Because you're going to apply what you are learning from our subject, no? And a part of the course syllabus. Okay, so if no other concerns, sino yung class middle na nag-message sa akin? So, i-clarify ko lang ha. So, no more exams scheduled on February 4. January 30 na atong exam, which is the SLP. So, don't worry about the exams. Okay, class?
Yeah, attorney.
Hindi, ikaw ba yun, Mary, na nag-message sa akin?
Yes, attorney.
Okay. Iba yung name mo kasi doon.
Sorry.
Okay. Sige. Bye-bye.